Welcome to Poetry and Poets with SueAn Stradling-Collins, Director of the Apache County Library District. I'm going to be taking some vacation. I can't wait. And so, to make sure that there's still a program each week, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to share a poetic term with you and define it and give you some examples. And so the first one we're going to talk about is metaphor. This poem is by someone named Belinda. I have no idea who that is. Don't even remember where I found it, but this is a fabulous example of metaphor. Metaphor, by the way, by definition, is a direct comparison, saying that one thing is another thing. And metaphors use linking verbs, is, am, are, was, were. These illustrations in some of these come from a poetry presentation I used to do for the 5th grade and 8th grade and different groups. I was the poetry lady at one point, and I would come to the school and share poetry with the students. And so that's why you might see that this looks like part of a PowerPoint, and it is. And so I've tried to give examples and illustrations and so forth. So this poem is called Metaphor for a Family. My family lives inside a medicine chest. Dad is the supersized Band-Aid, strong and powerful, but not always effective in a crisis. Mom is the middle-sized tweezer, which picks and pokes and pinches. David is the single small aspirin on the 3rd shelf, sometimes ignored. Muffin, the sheepdog, is a round cotton ball, stained and dirty, that pops off the shelf and bounces in my way as I open the door. And I am the wood and glue which holds us all together with my love. One of the best poems on metaphor I've ever found, and I wish I knew who Belinda was. But notice how each member, she tells us, is some part of that medicine chest. That's a metaphor. Another famous metaphor that you might be familiar with are a couple of lines from Shakespeare. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. And of course it goes on, but that direct comparison of the world being a stage. So that's metaphor. You'll find it in poetry often. It's very prevalent there. If you want to, again, leave comments. Try maybe doing a metaphor of your family instead of comparing it to a medicine chest. What is your family like? And what are the members of your family compared to, if you were to make a direct comparison? We'd love to see those in the comments, and join us next week. I'm not sure what we'll be talking about, but I'll have it set up before I take vacation. Take care.